Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Police need your help to get this wanted suspect off the streets. A huge Hovensa job fair, and it's for anyone qualified. It's also time to turn in your unlicensed firearms, and boxer Floyd Mayweather has some thoughts about Puerto Rico. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, police need your help in finding this most wanted suspect. Angel Miguel Felix is wanted for numerous charges, including kidnapping. Here's VIPD spokesperson Melody Rames with more.
Police on St. Croix are still searching for Angel Miguel Felix, who is wanted in connection with a kidnapping and aggravated assault and battery that occurred on Friday, April 13th. Police are asking the community to assist them in locating the suspect. The female victims in this case identified Felix, who is 43, as the suspect who assaulted both victims and kidnapped one victim after he broke into the apartment where they were by breaking the glass door with a large pipe wrench. Felix is the ex-boyfriend of one of the victims. Once inside the apartment, Felix, who was armed with a knife, punched both victims repeatedly, ransacked the apartment, and stole money from the home. Felix held the victim in the apartment against their will from about 1 a.m. to about 6 a.m., then forced one victim to leave the apartment with him. The suspect threatened to kill the ex-girlfriend if she followed them or called the police. Felix released the victim in the area of Kings Hill. The victim then returned to her home in the Ariel Diaz Heights apartments, where police contacted her later that day. Felix is 5'9" tall and weighs 170 pounds. He is Hispanic and has a light complexion. He has straight brown hair and brown eyes. He is known to frequent Estate Peters Rest and Estate Grove Place. Police continue to search for the suspect, Angel Miguel Felix, and are asking the community's assistance in locating him. Police remind the public that assisting or harboring a wanted suspect in any way can result in criminal prosecution. If you have seen Angel Miguel Felix or know his whereabouts, you're asked to call the police department's domestic violence unit at 712-6026. 911, or you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
And as always, if you know something, say something. Please do what you can to help. In other news, there is life after Hovensa. A job fair is coming up next Monday. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Here we are at the Hovensa refinery, and Senator, well, it looks like something's cooking back there.
Oh, yes, a little bit of steam, a little bit of steam.
And that's what we have, a little bit of steam. Senator Sammy Sanders, very good. You've been instrumental in getting a job there that's going to be happening on Monday, and now it's been made public. Remember, we broke the story standing right here.
That's right.
That you were going to get some help. All right,
yeah.
Tell us the update.
Well, first of all, let me thank you, Wes, for breaking the story a week ago. It has been confirmed. Tradesmen International is going to come here this Monday, May the 7th at 10 o'clock sharp. They're going to be at the new Department of Labor building once again at 10 o'clock. That's in Peters Rest. And they're going to start doing the documentation, the process, the interviewing. And the Department of Labor, of course, is working in conjunction with my office. They're going to be offering resume workshops. So individuals that need help with their resume or they need to do a new one, they're welcome. But the good thing about this company, and I spoke to the gentleman that's coming down, Mr. Morales, the good thing about it is that it's not just open for former Hovensa employees. It is open for anybody who is into that profession. We're talking about pipe welders, pipe fitters, you know. So I just want to invite all the tradesmen, all the individuals out there that want an opportunity, a job opportunity, to come down starting on Monday. They're going to be there Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock sharp. And I'm very excited about this because these individuals, they offer such an awesome benefit package. Health benefits, dental. They even have a 401k. So this is not a temporary job agency. This is a full-fledged employment company that's going to actually hire them and place individuals on the mainland for jobs.
Wow. You know, the only thing is no one wants to leave our territory, but we're talking about the sustenance of life.
Exactly.
Getting your children back in their schools, and let's face it, man, banks are taking people's homes, boats and cars and land, and even if you have to move, to the mainland, this is what it takes.
Yeah, and exactly, you hit it right there on the head. People, they don't want to move. Of course, they don't want to move. It's a beautiful island, beautiful culture, but you have to do what it takes to survive. And there's always opportunity to come back. And I'm going to say that come back with a smile.
Yeah.
Because there are other things on the horizon that are going to be coming, hopefully, to St. Croix.
I want to remind you, pipe fitters, welders, journeymen, what have you, from Hovensa, if you were laid off, or even if you weren't, now's an opportunity to go to Peter's Rest at the new digs of labor, like Sammy said, and just be patient. Bring your resume. Be prepared to work. And then if not, they'll help you prepare a resume. And isn't that interesting that they've got oil companies, refineries, they're going to be coming down here in a big job fair. And News Channel 8 will be broadcasting right from that facility that day. We'll be all over it.
And I want to thank you, Channel 8. I want to thank you for, giving me this opportunity to inform the public.
Yes, sir.
And once again, it's open to everybody, not
10
just
o'clock.
10 o'clock, not just Hovensa employees. It's open to everybody.
Men and women.
That's right.
See you there. All right, Senator Sammy Sanis, that's another installment of Life After Hovensa. Stacy, back to you in the studio. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
The Cool School held a special presentation earlier today.
I am Technical Sergeant Aretha Ventura, and I'd like to welcome you to the Cool School graduation. This is the third year that we were able to bring all the schools together to have one graduation, and I think it's an awesome thing. The Cool School program began back in 2000 as a peer mentorship program to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and it has continued to blossom where we have Innovative, the Rotary, and the Virgin Islands National Guard supporting the Department of Education, talking about character education, drug prevention education, serving as role models, and teaching you guys to learn to set goals for yourselves and planning for your future.
Always remember, it might seem the right thing to do at the time, and you can think about all the things you can buy and all the things you can do with that $100 bill. But don't forget that nothing in life is free. Nothing. And you have to work for each and every single thing that you want. So always do the right thing, whether or not anyone is looking. It might sound cliche now, or it might sound like, oh, they're just telling us that because they don't want me to get $100. It's not that. As you grow and you evolve in life, you would learn that it's important to do the right thing. The one thing I always say, you gotta love you. You gotta love yourself, and every day that you wake up, you have to say, what is it that I'm doing today that's gonna get me to who I really want to be when I become an adult? And if you do that, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you that you will be successful. Do you believe that? I didn't always believe I would be successful. You see how quiet it got? Because at some point in my life, I was like, I wasn't even sure what I wanted to do. That's the reason why I joined the military. Because I wanted to be disciplined, and I wanted to get my life on track. And I did that. And I, in my own right, I believe, to a degree, that I am successful today. And you can do the same thing. You can go to college. If you don't want to go to college, you can be in the military. You can start your own business. Whatever is in your mind to do, I'm telling you today that you can do it.
We'd like to thank Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. Now, there will be several town hall meetings coming up soon that involve the Department of Education. Here are the details.
Along with attending Parent-Teacher Association meetings in each school, St. Croix Superintendent Gary Malloy and members of his redistricting team will be meeting with various stakeholders and community members at Juanita Garding Elementary School Auditorium on Thursday, May 10th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Alexander Henderson Elementary School Auditorium on Thursday, May 17th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. St. Croix Educational Complex Auditorium on Thursday, May 31st, 6 to 7:30 p.m. The redistricting plan was developed in order to help the St. Croix district better manage the influx of new public school students anticipated for the upcoming 2012-2013 school year. The entire redistricting process is expected to be completed within 2 years to allow for minimal interruptions for parents, their children, and the schools. The ultimate goal, Malloy has said recently, is to have all students attending the school closest to where they live.
You might have heard that boxers Floyd Mayweather and Puerto Rico's own Miguel Cotto will be fighting at the MGM Grand on Saturday night. But you may not know how Floyd Mayweather feels about the island of Puerto Rico. That's coming up next in your Caribbean Report. Now here's your Caribbean Report. From the Caribbean region, Chevron has divested its last remaining assets in the Caribbean with the conclusion of sale of its fuels, marketing, and aviation business in the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, and Turks and Caicos to Rubis. The French multinational energy company Vitogaz, a wholly owned subsidiary of Rubis, will acquire a network of retail stations, aviation facilities, and fuel terminals. From Barbados, during a fiery May Day presentation marking the annual recognition of Labor Day celebrations in Barbados, eminent trade unionist Sir Roy Trotman made targeted remarks about a recent employment termination from Diamonds International. He said firings were carried out by a, quote, Egyptian Jew, and linked the firings as a backlash for those who wanted to join the labor movement. The union leader's remarks have been strongly condemned by the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which issued a statement on Wednesday decrying the racialized statements and calling on Sir Roy to retract them. New York-based Diamonds International, which has several branches in Barbados and throughout the Caribbean, terminated 7 workers at the beginning of this week. From the Dominican Republic, the spokesman for presidential candidate Hipólito Mejia of the Dominican Republic's major opposition PRD party affirmed on Wednesday that he will not take part in the debate proposed by the network CNN in Espanol with his opponent Danilo Medina of the ruling party PLD for May 10th. From Grenada, Grenada's acting labor minister, Senator Glenn Noel, was greeted by a barrage of jeers during workers' May Day celebrations Tuesday in St. George's. At the introduction of Noel, many in the crowd at the National Stadium shouted boos and paid scant attention to his speech, which covered several issues, including the government's commitment to supporting the labor movement. Noel's speech came one day after he was named as the trigger that forced the resignation of Peter David as Minister for Tourism, Civil Aviation, and Culture. From Guyana, former Police Commissioner Henry Green has been hospitalized after he took ill earlier this week, the same day as his mother's funeral, his lawyer Neil Boston confirmed. Green's mother died on the day that he handed in his retirement letter as he finally succumbed to the public pressure following a rape allegation against him. From Haiti, federal regulators say 11 people exploited the disastrous 2010 earthquake to illegally sell stock in a U.S. company that they told investors would build homes in the devastated country. The mastermind of the scheme was Kevin Seppi of Miami. The Securities and Exchange Commission said on Wednesday, Seppi and 5 others agreed to pay a total of $3.2 million to settle the SEC civil charges. Charges are still pending against the remaining 5 people. The SEC says the scheme netted about $1 million in profits. From Puerto Rico, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s love of luxury cars and blinding bling is no secret, but it took a member of the Puerto Rican media with a flip camera to score a juicy quote for the folks back home in Puerto Rico. During Tuesday's arrival of the fighters in the lobby of the MGM Grand, Floyd Mayweather said about Puerto Rico, quote, I love the people of Puerto Rico, I love your basketball players, I love your baseball players, I love your cockfights. How much affection will Mayweather have for Puerto Rico's Miguel Cotto when Cotto defends his title against him at the MGM Grand Garden Arena this Saturday, May 5th? We shall see. And in your cricket update, flamboyant opener Chris Gayle has scrapped his deal with the English county Somerset to make himself available for West Indies after ending his year-long dispute with the cricket board. Gayle has not been part of the West Indies team since his attack on the board in a radio interview of April of last year. Quote, I have written to Somerset CC and advised them that I will not be honoring the commitment I made to them when I signed a contract with them for the 2012 Friends Providence Championship, Gayle said. West Indies coach Otis Gibson says he's staying out of the Chris Gayle dispute until the WICB makes their announcement. Be sure to check Facebook for all full details on stories in the Caribbean Report. We always try to make sure we keep it updated for you. Now it's gun amnesty time again, and here's VIPD spokesperson Melody Rames with the details.
The Virgin Islands Police Department Firearms Unit in the St. Croix District is conducting an amnesty program to allow residents to renew their expired firearm licenses without penalty and to surrender unwanted firearms to police. The amnesty program will last 2 months, beginning Monday, May 7th through Friday, July 6th, and is part of the police department's effort to keep illegal weapons off the streets. During this period, individuals with illegal, unregistered, unwanted, or found firearms are encouraged to turn them over to the police department. Too frequently, these deadly weapons fall into the wrong hands. The amnesty program reduces the chance that these weapons will be stolen or taken and used in a violent crime. Once handed in, the weapons will undergo forensic testing and then be scheduled for disposal. Firearm owners with expired gun licenses can renew their licenses during the amnesty program without penalty. Persons with unregistered firearms can have them registered if they meet the qualifications to possess a gun license. Persons found with unregistered firearms after this amnesty period will be in violation, may lose their license privileges, and face prosecution. First-time applicants will not be accepted during this period. However, licensed gun owners can store their firearms for a specific amount of time at the police department. Anyone with any information about illegal firearms are urged to call the anonymous tip line, Crime Stoppers USVI, at 1-800-222-TIPS. You can do your part to safeguard this community. For every gun taken off the streets, a life can be saved. For more information on the gun amnesty program, contact Police Officer Karen Stout, Supervisor of the St. Croix Firearms Bureau, at 712-6023 or 712-6058. Stay tuned to the VIPD broadcast for a similar program initiated in the district of St. Thomas, St. John, Water Island.
The class of Central High School 66 is at it again. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
All right, Stacy, we're at Central High School, home of the Caribs, and class of 66. Mr. Christian here has some plaques here. I'd like you to see this. You know, Central has been kicking butt in so many sporting activities that they ran out of room for all their trophies. So they're so good like that. And these wonderful students of the past, of the present, look at that. Donated by Christiansted High School. That was the name. There, class of 66. So they're going to put both of these plaques, right, Mr. Christian, on the two white cabinets surrounding this one here. And we're going to start with you and get some other words from the alumni. What does this mean to the students here at Central High School? Does this give them the incentive to win some more trophies?
Yes, definitely an incentive to win more. Give them a kiss to recognize what they've done.
Yes, sir. And you wanted to thank some people, especially the cabinet maker himself, and that is
Mr. St. Pete's.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Christian, you look like you're at a loss for words. Let me get it from the main lady here. Your name is?
Unita Georges.
Miss Georges.
Yeah, we're here at Central High, the Christiansted High School class of 1966. And we're here to dedicate two cabinet trophies to the class, to the Central High School class.
Well, yeah, seems like we've just done this dance a few weeks ago at the Leslie Center, at the Cardiac Center. Is that right?
Right on.
How much total, Mr. Christian, let's get back to you, that these two cabinets cost with labor and everything? What was the final cost?
Over $1,000. I'm not sure, but it's over $1,500.
What does this mean for the class of 66 as you speak for your alumni here?
Well, what I want to say is that we have been active since we graduated from Christiansted High School, and we want Central High to know that we still care for them. And we're so proud of them because, as you said, they're always doing very well in different sporting activities. Yes. And they need more trophy cases, so that's what we did for them this year.
Let me get a round of applause for the class of 66 to put more cabinets up. At Central High School Gym, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
That is truly wonderful. We thank you for all that you do. Up next, it's car racing in your Sports 411.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
It's car racing time again. Here's News Channel 8's Wes Small with your Sports 411.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here with my man Link, business entrepreneur, restaurateur, car race man. Here we are here at near the airport, of course, another big car racing on Sunday. And what do you call it now?
We call it the Senator's Pardner Point Series.
Wow, big truck.
And there's going to be a big truck event also. Also, we're going to have some great big truck here. Wes, there are a lot of talks being talked. Stanley is one of the baddest truck driver here. They say Shaggy is another bad truck driver. They say Slim for Flemings is another baddest of the truck drivers. So we want all the bad truck drivers to come here Sunday, and we're going to know who is the baddest of them all, because we have the cheaters like Gary Thomas, who is a cheater. You can't beat him, win, lose, or draw. And then we have another cheater, KGM, that's Glenn Paris, with the fastest water truck he declaimed, that's what he is. And we have also the old school big truck Ferga tracks. So we have the kings of the trucks coming down, the kings of the big trucks coming here to put on a show. As the night continue, we have the return of Mr. Bobo Bates. Bobo with the Corvette. As the night, when Bobo have his eyes on any supercharged turbo.
What part of the States did it come from?
Oh, man, I don't know.
He always going to the States, either buying horses or car engines.
Yeah. So we have the return of Bobo Bates here on Sunday.
Tell us what time and
races start at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right after the triathlon. Right after the triathlon, all roads lead to the CDRA car track. Wow. So after the triathlon, we're going to be doing the big truck event, the car track event, everything going to explode here on Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Beautiful women,
food and drinks on sale as regular.
And music.
And a lot of music, man.
And security can't done.
Security can't done.
Because you are security.
Oh, yeah, you know that.
Link, thanks a lot, partner.
All right.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Back to you, Stacy, for News Channel 8.